Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to talk about another game and book comparison. I'm only going to be doing 3 because I haven't read all the books, so I can't exactly compare all of them. So this one is the fifth book. I have it right here. Secret of Shadow Ranch, the 5th book in the series. Since the first or I should say the previous video that I did was the first 4 books in one game, which, as I mentioned, it didn't work as well as they probably would have liked. But that's all we've got. So the first 4 books is in a game, and so 5th book gets its own game now. And the Secret of Shadow Ranch, probably at the top of a lot of people's lists simply because of Dave Gregory. It's at the top of my list simply because it's a Western. And I grew up with shows like Bonanza. And I have friends who lived on ranches with horses, and so it's kind of a nostalgic feeling for me with a Western, John Wayne, all of those Westerns. So, and of course, I did read this book growing up as well. Well, not this one specifically. This is the original text, but it's the one I have. The revised text is on my Kindle. I will be doing the actual review of this book tomorrow. I might even it'll be tomorrow. So, anyways, comparing the books, this book, to the game, it has got a pretty similar, at least in the revised text, it's pretty much a similar plot. I'm sorry if you're hearing a thumping noise, that's me playing with the book. And yeah, so sorry, back on track. It's got a mostly similar plot. There's fewer characters. There are actually more ranch hands. Bess and George were there, along with their cousin Alice. And yeah, and I think it was just Alice. Who were there with Nancy. Because Tex has a younger brother who also comes in for Alice because apparently she's the youngest of the group. So simply, all in all, there's more characters in the book. And it's actually been a while since I've read the revised text, but a lot of plot points, like I said, are still quite similar. I will say that Shorty Thurmond in the game is in fact comprised of 2 characters. Mrs. Thurmond, who was that chef, and of course obviously the ranch hand Shorty. I forget his last name. But anyways, that's probably why they changed to Shorty Thurmond, because they're like, oh, Thurmond is actually a little bit more of a memorable name compared to whatever last name he had originally, because I don't remember it. And I'm sorry, I don't have it on my Kindle up at the moment. But yeah, so considering that how close it is, minus again a sort of more of a large cast in the book. And it's pretty good overall. Of course, majority of people don't like the harvesting game. Don't blame them on that one. And of course, the chickens can be annoying. All in all, both book and game, like I said, are very similar. They're both pretty good. If that's your thing, for me, I know a lot of people like it because of Dave. That's not my reason. My reasoning is because I like the book. Growing up, there's a nostalgia to it for me because, Westerns, I grew up with Westerns. It was something that not only my family was interested in, but also my friends because, like I said, they lived on ranches. And some still do. One of my close friends still works with horses. That's been her thing. She loves working with horses. And so it's kind of a nostalgia thing, and if, that's a nostalgic thing. And I'm sorry, I said that already. But there's a whole lot of factors into the reason why I like it. So yeah, overall, I found it to be an enjoyable game. Like I said, the major difference between it and the revised text of the book is that there's a smaller group of characters, I should say, and some of the romance is shifted around. And yeah, I think that's all I can really say about it. I like it, like I said again, for those reasons, and yeah, if the Western is your thing, I'd go ahead and, check out both the game and the book. I think you would enjoy it. If not, there are other games and other books that you can read. So you got a little something for everybody. So I am looking at the timestamp on this one. I understand this is going to be one of the shorter ones, because it doesn't seem to be as much for me to really talk about on this. Because like I said, the storyline of the revised and the game are pretty similar. Well, of course, you're gonna have a few differences. This is a game. You gotta do a few things differently. And yeah, so it's, maybe, other than that, I can understand why some people might not like it, but I also see why. Well, like I said, I do like it, so I obviously see why a lot of other people like it, but I guess other people like it for different reasons than I do. I do enjoy it because, like I said, I'll have a lot of nostalgia. Friends and family who've always been interested in, in the Westerns, have gone horseback riding, so it's kind of feels a little bit like home for me in a Western. So yeah, pretty good overall. Does keep pretty close to the original plot. Well, the plot of the book, revised text again. So yeah, and just in comparing the book to the game, that's pretty good. Pretty similar. Western's your thing, go for it. Alright, I think I just said the exact same thing 3 or 4 times in this video just to make it go a little longer. Sorry about that, just trying to find other things to say, because if it's like, oh, I like it, there's nothing too different, let's make it a little longer, please. But I don't have much to say when it's something I like, or even if, I really, really enjoy it, and you're like, just go check it out. If it's your thing, great. If it's not, great too. Alright, I'm sorry, this was just a whole bunch of repetition, just saying the same things over and over again. Well, I'll go ahead and cut it short. I will cut it down here. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Enjoy.